not that big of a deal. Yeah, we can still see everything. All right, really? Yeah, it's good.
Ready?
Oh yeah, whenever you're ready.
Go.
All right. How's everybody doing today? My name is James Bennett. I'm the CEO of Easy Education Solutions, and we are in the educational tools industry, and our product is the Easy Wiper Blade. All right, the problem that we've seen is that erasing chalkboards and whiteboards wastes valuable class time and is a hassle for professors. It takes on average about 15 seconds to completely erase a board, which can add up to about 5 minutes of wasted lecture time per each hour of lecture, and that converts directly into dollars wasted on erasing boards for students, and it costs about $500 per semester per student for basically wasted on erasing chalkboards. And the solution we've come up with is an automated erasing system, which consists of a large wiper blade, similar to a car windshield wiper, and it's mounted directly onto pre-existing chalkboards. And to talk about the underlying magic of our product, here's Tyler Sobczak.
Alright, so basically our product looks like this. This is the chalkboard. It's mounted on 2 rails that run along the top and bottom of the product, and the wiper blade comes across like this, erasing the board. Right here we have the actual design of the wiper blade. It's removable, and here you can see it on the board, and down here we have a little button and timer that can activate the eraser. And so what makes our product unique is that it is quick. It takes about 5 seconds to erase an entire board. It is noiseless, and so this means it's not a distraction for classes. Therefore, the motors are contained in a specialized soundproof compartment. It's also efficient because in a classroom like this where there's multiple chalkboards, by the time the professor gets down to the far chalkboard, he can have the timer going off on the other chalkboard so that when he comes back around, he doesn't waste any time and is ready to go. Our business model is to sell to universities, specifically private ones. And so we will start by selling to the school administrations because they have purchasing power. Once we have the initial sales, we are going to be using the razor and blade strategy to make a profit. This is because the wiper blades, they're detachable, like I said, and after about 6 months, they wear down, and also with the accumulation of particles, they become less effective. So every 6 months, they need to be replaced, and so therefore, the wiper blades are our profit drivers. Once the initial phase is complete, we will move on to a regional phase where we will start to expand in the Southern California region, then move statewide and eventually nationwide. At this point, we will look to expand into the business and personal consumption markets. Once again, Mr. Bennett.
All right, so for marketing, we will target our initial market for USC. We chose USC because it's a private institution, and it's insulated from the public school realm and the problems associated with the California budget. We've also chosen USC because the student body population, as seen in this graph, is constantly growing and increasing, and thus we can save more students more tuition money over time. We've also decided to sell the product for $300 per unit. $260 of that $300 is for installation, includes the installation and the tracking system, and $40 is the replaceable wiper blade. The way we'll market to our consumers is through demonstrations and brochures to faculty, staff, and students, and we also take surveys to see which markets are viable for our product. And the marketing department will use the brochures and demonstrations to gain support from students and professors, and thus we can use that leverage to convince administration to buy our product. All right, the various competition that we'll see. One of the firms that we'll see competition from is Smart Technologies, creator of a smartboard, which is an interactive whiteboard system that integrates computer technology with it. Our product is much less expensive than this smartboard, $300 versus $1,000 for the smartboard. It's also much easier to use, and it retains the traditional feel of writing on a chalkboard or whiteboard that some professors have grown accustomed to already. Expo and ACO are another set of competitors. They are office suppliers, and they create like traditional erasers and other related supplies. And our product is much more efficient, obviously, because it saves much more time than these, and it's also much more effective at erasing the boards completely. All right, and our organization consists of myself, James Bennett, and the founder of Easy Education Solutions. We've actually decided to divide up our company into a research and development department, a marketing department, and a customer service department, The head of our research and development department is Sobczak, and he's just finished the conceptual design and is moving into prototyping. Our head of marketing is Spenser Benz, and he's the designer of our brochures, and he gives the demonstrations to the companies, or to the administration to sell a product. Our CFO is Lanthier, and he's the provides the financial projections for the future and keeps our company on track for being profitable. And here's Brandon to talk about more financials.
Okay, for our company, we're going to require an initial investment of $100,000. We're going to target angel investors for the money. As you can see in this chart, we plan on breaking even at the end of year 3, which is a 100% return in the first quarter of our fiscal year, or about 4 years after we get our investment. Profits will steadily increase after about our break-even point to between years 10 and 15. We expect to saturate our market and profits will stabilize. We have a timeline that shows our current status and our plans. Currently, we're working on a prototype, which should be done in about 6 months. Within a year, we expect to finish selling to USC. Within 2 years, we expect to expand to all of LA and hire an electrical engineer on our team if need be. Within 3 years, we expect to expand to the rest of Southern California and hire marketing staff for when we go to the rest of California and nationwide. Within 4 years, we expect to expand statewide, and in order to increase our production for nationwide, we expect to move to a factory.
All right.
Mr. Bennett.
I just want to say thank you, and hopefully you guys will invest in our company.